In 2019, I was traveling back to Japan after visiting my family in the UK. Our journey had a 14-hour layover in Beijing. I wanted to leave the airport during the layover as my cousin Angelina lives in China, and this would give me an opportunity to see her. So after doing some research, I found out that if your journey is through mainland China, you have a longer layover and a ticket to a third country, you can obtain a temporary entry permit. We were given the 24-hour visa-free transit, which meant that I could meet up with my cousin and also see a tiny bit of Beijing. I am in China and look who is with me! We are on a mission to find a taxi now. Upstairs, so back inside. So we've just entered back into the airport so we can go upstairs and get a taxi. And they scan you here for explosives. But I didn't know that's what she was doing. So I asked you and you were like, oh, explosives. I was like, wait, what? So normally she comes to visit me in Japan, but this time I'm visiting her in China and I'm so excited.
We are going to Tiananmen, which is like a touristy but like historical area.
Not Tiananmen, but Tiananmen. How do you say it?
Tiananmen.
Okay, so it's different from
it's close to Tiananmen.
After the flight, going through security and meeting up with Angelina, we have already been awake for a very long time, and we knew that we didn't have long, so I basically relied on her to take us to a few places. Nothing too strenuous. Oh, this is pretty. So Angelina actually said that there's an app here in China that works better than Happy Cow for if you're in Beijing.
There is a plugin for if you have WeChat. It's Veg Restaurant Guide, which really is so useful.
Sailor Moon phone case. Where did you get it from?
Taobao.
I definitely wanted to try some Chinese food, so our first stop was a little breakfast place. It was incredibly hectic, and to be honest, if I wasn't with Angelina, I really think that I would struggle to order anything. Porridge, we got some salty cucumbers, and what are those buns?
Baozi.
Baozi. What are they filled with?
Vegetables.
So this porridge is, I just tasted it, and it is unbelievably plain. I'm actually shocked at how plain it tastes.
This is pumpkin now.
Yeah, so this is pumpkin. So according to Angelina, this has more flavor than usual. I like the buns though. They've got egg and mushroom in them, and you can dip them in like chili. Did you just put a bunch of spices in your porridge? Spicy porridge. Spicy porridge. So I tried the cucumber, and the cucumber is very good. Really salty, very refreshing. It's good. We also got some soybean milk, and they warmed it up for us too. Angelina also said that in China they tend to want to keep the body warm. It's nice. Yeah, it's really nice. So this was our Chinese breakfast. It was good. I liked it. I'm still eating my porridge, which at first I was a bit skeptical about because it's so flavorless, but it's actually quite pleasant. Is that Kung Fu Panda? We then walked to Tiananmen Street, which is a historic pedestrian area that has been modernized. There are several heritage hutongs and century-old shops, as well as modern Western stores and restaurants. To me, it seemed like a nice place to go for a walk and appreciate some of the more traditional elements in the historic buildings. I decided to try this sweet called tangulu, which originated in northern China, and it is candied mountain hawthorn. The hawthorn is covered in a sweet, crispy glaze and has a really addictive, rich flavor, similar to a baked apple.
The sugary coating is very thin, so it doesn't like hurt your teeth when you bite it.
As though you are looking. Let me get one from forward on.
Instead of a plane, this is how I came to China. In this. This area is so beautiful. And I really like those lights. They look like birdhouses.
Angelina then suggested we walk down the historic Dashilar Street, which is just outside of Tiananmen. I really enjoyed this area. It had a very nostalgic atmosphere. The buildings seemed to be well preserved, and there were a lot of stores selling traditional foods and crafts. This street has a history of more than 580 years. Some of the stores are well over a century old.
Oh, it's cute. We'll find out.
You will.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you. Yay.
Good.
Amazing. It tastes really good to me. It took us how many goes? 3 goes. There you go. To blow this animal, but it works. And yeah, everybody got a free show. I actually initially when I said I want this, I thought he would make it for you. I didn't actually think I'd be blowing this up myself, but it's an experience and it was very fun.
Trying the sugar sweet was actually one of my favorite experiences. Even though I embarrassed myself many times because I failed to blow it up as instructed, it was still really fun, the sweet was really good, and it also gave me an energy boost for our next stop, which is the Forbidden City.
So we are at the entrance to the Forbidden City, and I wanted to go here since a very, very long time ago, so I'm actually excited to see what it's like inside. Is this the entrance again?
There's many entrances.
There's so many entrances!
You just keep going through things like this until you get
It's
there.
very grand, I have to say. And there's a lot of tour groups, and this is a Sunday, so I kind of expect a lot of tour groups on a Sunday. Everything seems to be via a QR code. I just said this is huge, and Angelina is saying to me, we have not even entered the Forbidden City yet. So I read online also that it takes around 4 hours to actually cover it. So I don't know how we're going to do that because we don't have that much time today, but we'll try and see as many things as possible.
If all else fails, we go to the comprehensive ticket window.
Okay.
And I show them my thing.
Okay.
I think it should be okay with the passports.
I hope so, yes. So we bought tickets in advance and I think we might be able to get it in just using our passports because we had to give our passport details when we were purchasing the tickets. Bag scan now. Okay, now we're actually going into the Forbidden City. Finally, after about half an hour.
Yes.
Oh, it's so windy! We made it inside the Forbidden City!
Yay! By the way, the service to book it online is all in Chinese. So get a Chinese friend.
There are a lot of people. Wow.
It is very busy.
The Forbidden City is the largest imperial palace in the world. It houses artworks, traditional gardens, and stunning architecture. It's also one of the top tourist attractions in China, so the number of tourists around this area is not a surprise. It was definitely one of the busiest tourist spots I have ever been to, but I can imagine this area being absolutely breathtaking when less crowded.
It's just absolutely insane how huge this is. Angelina, what did you say? 40% of it is not open to the public? Yeah, that's crazy.
The Forbidden City covers around 180 acres and has 980 buildings as well as 90 palaces and courtyards. You would definitely need to spend a whole day here to properly take in the history and not miss important areas such as the treasure gallery. As we were very pressed for time, we did not hire an official tour guide, but that or an audio guide is something I definitely recommend if you want a full experience. One of the things that I found really interesting was that the layout was symmetrical. The buildings also feature high-quality wooden beams, columns, and roof brackets that fit together seamlessly without ever requiring adhesives. Wood is often seen in traditional Chinese buildings, and to see it this well preserved on this scale was incredibly impressive. After the Forbidden City, our next stop was the Place shopping mall to get some food. In case you're wondering how we traveled around, we used Didi, which is a similar service to Uber, and it was really convenient. Angelina recommended this vegan hot pot place, which was a 10 out of 10. I highly recommend it. You order via an iPad, you choose a broth, and then you choose your ingredients.
And then you can add all these.
Ooh. I want spicy, I think.
Yeah.
So to begin with, we got some tea.
Wow.
Thank you.
This is good tea.
It's nice tea, isn't it? So we got 3 individual hot pots, and we decided to go for the spicy ones. Got some chilies, we got the flavoring, like the stock. It's actually smelling really good. It's our tofu.
We can add more stuff later if we want to.
But it's quite big portions. That's my favorite. It's like cloud mushroom. We went for a wide variety of things so that we had an array of textures and flavors, and it was delicious. I would eat this every single day if I could. This is actually a lot of food. What is this?
Mushrooms.
These are
A
mushrooms?
type of mushroom. Yeah.
Potato would be 5 minutes.
How long for the dumplings?
5 minutes. Down the wrong way.
We also just got some tofu skin, which I really love, and those are vegan prawns. gonna try the potato because I think this is definitely ready. It's gone a little bit see-through, so I'm just gonna dip it in here. Yeah, it's a bit spicy, it's delicious. It's so good. How was your hot pot? Where's the massive television?
Yeah, it turns on at night. It's the biggest outdoor television in the world.
Whoa! Nice, right? We are done with our hot pot. Now we're going to get coffee in Esquire's Coffee, just to try and wake up before our flight. Look at this cake, it's so cute. You said you know what this tastes like.
I have had rainbow cake like this before, yes.
I've never had rainbow cake, and this looks adorable. This is so pretty! And this one is so pretty too. This is definitely Instagrammable coffee. After grabbing a coffee, we walked around some shops, we went to see the famous pants building, and then we had to leave. I really wish that our stay in Beijing was longer because there is so much to see. This wasn't even the tip of the iceberg, and I would love to explore it more. At the same time, I was also feeling a bit more uplifted because I did get to see my cousin, who was an incredible tour guide. She did such a great job because I had no idea where I was going or what I was doing. So this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time.